I'm introducing a new series on my channel, and this is going to be called Sleepovers with Sarah. So if you guys are familiar with my previous series, SSB Confesses, that was where I kind of sat down and told you guys about my beauty, lifestyle, and just random like confessions or secrets and tips. But I decided to take a little spin on this. I'm taking the same idea except for making it into like a sleepover thing. And yes, I realize a couple other YouTubers have done this in the past, but this is a video I've wanted to do for quite some time, and I figured, what the heck, let's just give it a shot. Let me know if you like this idea, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to begin with a little outfit of the night. So I'm just wearing this Taylor Swift t-shirt that I got from her Speak Now concert, and then I'm wearing some pajama bottoms from Aero. I just have some snowflakes on to start getting in the holiday spirit, and then I have some yellow fuzzy socks on. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about tonight is my skincare routine. So I really don't have that bad of skin. I just get an occasional pimple on my chin, forehead area. And so at the beginning of the school year, I really started like ordering products and using products to keep up with my skin, and I've noticed such a significant difference. So to wash my face, which I do 2 to 3 times a day, and it is so important, I use the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash cream cleanser, and I'm almost out of this, and it's just a really creamy, nice, and refreshing formula, and this like wakes me up in the morning, and it's really nice to use in the shower, and I love the way this feels on my skin. I just feel like it cleans my pores and like really gets off all the makeup and dirt and everything. I also really like using the Neutrogena Clear Pore Oil Eliminating Toner, and I use this like once a day when I get home from school, and sometimes in the morning if my skin is really bad. And I just take a little bit of this on a cotton pad and just rub it all over my skin, and this is just another product to kind of clean my pores and get off all of the remaining makeup and dirt. And I really do feel like this makes a significant and like quick difference in my skin. And for a while I didn't really use a moisturizer. I just kind of started using these products, and I realized I got really dry and patchy on my chin area because that was where I was focusing some of the products, because that's where I have the most acne. So then I decided obviously I need a moisturizer. I didn't realize that the moisturizer would actually like really help. So this is the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer for combination skin. And the reason I got combination skin is because, like I said, I get really dry patches on my chin, and then the rest of my face is okay, but then sometimes my nose gets kind of dry too. So I love this moisturizer. It makes like a really quick difference. And then the last product I use is just a spot treatment, and I've actually only had to use this like a couple of times. This is the Neutrogena Rapid Clear 2-in-1 Fight and Fade Gel. It's basically just a spot treatment. You take a teeny bit and put it on your pimples, and it's supposed to like immediately kind of clear them down. I really like all the products I use. I love Neutrogena because they're very like gentle. So since we are now approaching winter, obviously a big trend is scarves, and I've always been a huge fan of scarves, and I'm just going to be talking about my favorite ones and how I like to style them and everything like that. And a little tip is, if your mom and your sister have scarves, it is so nice to be able to share them, because scarves are kind of something that are like universal and fit everyone mostly. So I do that a lot. I borrow my sister's scarves, she borrows mine. They're like the most fun thing to share because there's so many different patterns and colors. So I really do like infinity scarves, but I actually only have one myself. My sister has a couple more. So this one is from American Eagle, and it's just this like peach and white tribally pattern. And with like pattern scarves, I normally like to just pair them with like a solid shirt. Like with this, I wear this one just plain white shirt that has like a little bit of lace on the front. So I would say with patterns, it's really easy, because if you're struggling to find an outfit, you can just grab a patterned scarf and like a solid basic t-shirt, and the scarf dresses it up and makes it look so much cuter. So this scarf my friend actually got me last Christmas, and I love it so much. It's just this really pretty like paler pink color, and it's really ruffly, and it looks a little strange when you pull it up, but when you put it on, it really does fit well. And with this, I normally just like to wear, again, plain solid shirt. So I really like this scarf. This I got from a department store or like a boutique or something. I don't even remember, honestly, but it's basically just like a half lace, half floral scarf. And this is a great summer scarf, and it's also really good for transitioning into fall and winter, or just wearing regularly in the fall and winter time. So I like to wear this scarf normally with just like another plain like gray shirt, because this is obviously patterned. And then with just like plain white or black or gray or whatever you have, like any nude neutral scarves, I normally like to wear it with like a solid shirt but like a color. With this, I normally wear just a plain red shirt or a like mint green, or just like any solid sweaters that I have. So basically with all patterns and colors, scarves are really easy because they go with so many different things, and like you don't need a certain shirt to wear with them. You can just wear them with a plain shirt. So that's why I love scarves so much. So if you're ever struggling to have an outfit, grab a scarf and you will be good, I promise. Okay, so in the summertime I did a room tour, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below. But one big thing has recently changed about my room. I actually got a new desk because my best friend Audrey, linked below, moved unfortunately, so she didn't have a room to bring the desk, so she was nice enough to give it to me. Love you, girl. And it matches my room perfectly. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about desk organization because it is really important to keep your desk clean because that is your workspace. So beginning with below your desk, I used to have like a bunch of different bins and like books and all this crap underneath my desk, and that honestly stressed me out so much. And when I got my new desk, I was like, hey, I'll just put this one under here, and it looks so much better because while you do a lot of the times have a lot of space underneath your desk and it's great for storage, it honestly just kind of stresses it out and makes it look a lot more messy than it is. So I recommend just having maximum like 1 or 2 organized bins underneath your desk because that just makes it look so much better. So as for what's on top of your desk, I really recommend keeping it at a minimum because I, on a daily, like just have my textbook, my notebook, and my notes, and my homework, and my workbook, like it's all just sprawled out in front of me so I can study and like refer to different things. And so a lot of the times if you have like a lot of things on your desk, it ends up just getting knocked off and just messy and like stresses you out more. So what I like to keep on my desk is I have a little bin that I got from Staples, and in it just holds my pencils and pens. And then I also keep like sticky notes, stapler, tape, and then on the very end I just keep a lamp and a little picture, and that is it. Okay, so as for what's inside your drawers, I'm gonna be real. We all have a junk drawer, and that is my bottom drawer. Like there's just one drawer that is impossible to organize because all the stuff you're putting there, it's just clutter. It's just all like different sizes and shapes. Honestly, just pick your drawer, throw your crap in it, move on. But for your other drawers, it's pretty easy to keep clean. I find if you have like your pencils and pens on top of your desk in like a container, it doesn't get as messy because a lot of the times I like to like throw my pens and pencils and markers in a drawer, and then it just rolls around and like it just gets crazy. So as for my top drawer of my desk, I just keep like basic school supplies, and then as for my longer drawer, I just keep papers in there. And then for the second drawer, I didn't really have that much to put in there, so I just put like, for me, Audrey, and Jordan, like letters, and they gave me like these open when letters, so I keep those in there. So it's kind of good to have like a happy drawer that you just put like happy memories and stuff in. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to go through my favorite songs at the current moment. So I really, really love Taylor Swift. Not even gonna lie, I've always been a huge Swiftie. If you don't like her because of her music, I can respect that. But personally, I just hate it when people like call her gross because she like has a lot of boyfriends. Like she's one of the like 5 celebrities who hasn't lost her mind. So from 1989, my favorites have been Blank Space, Wildest Dreams, Style, I really like Style, Bad Blood. Honestly, like I liked Red and Speak Now better, and when I first heard 1989, I was like, but it's starting to grow on me. Okay, anyways, as for like not Taylor Swift, I really like Kanye by the Chainsmokers. It's kind of old, but it's just a good jam song. I really like Animal by Maroon 5, and I like Cool Kids by Echo Smith. I think that's just like a really pretty song. I just like the beat of it and everything. Blame by Calvin Harris, Riptide by Vance Joy, classic. Okay, so now I'm going to be telling you guys 3 embarrassing school stories of mine. So the first one happened in 8th grade, and it was in history class, and it was towards the end of the year, so we were just watching a stupid movie. Audrey was behind me, and then my 2 friends were next to me. I'll like be chewing gum, and then I'll kind of like suck in, and I'll like choke on like the mintiness of it, if that makes any sense at all. And so I did that, and I was like coughing, and then like I was coughing really bad, and I was like reaching for my water, but then I just randomly, I was in the middle of coughing, and I let out the biggest burp I think I've ever let out, and it stopped my coughing. I was just like, and it was so gross. And like the people around me were like, oh my god, Sarah, what the heck? Like Audrey heard it, and my friends heard it, and they were like, oh my gosh, and they were dying, but no one else like looked. I'm so glad no one heard it. So the next story also happened in 8th grade, and I have 2 passing out stories. Those are my next 2 stories. I was in orchestra. I played the cello, and I was playing, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm really thirsty, but I wasn't really gonna like stop and just like go get a drink. I was like, okay, I'll play through the song and then I'll ask if I can go get a drink. And then all of a sudden it just started to get really like blurry, and like I was like, oh, my knees were shaking. It was like blurring into circles, and eventually the circle got really small and it was just pitch black. And then I heard, grab the cello, because I was playing, and so my cello like fell onto the girl next to me, and she was like freaking out because I was falling over, so she didn't think to grab it. So my teacher was like yelling at her to grab it, so she grabbed it. And then I heard like, are you okay? And I like opened my eyes. I was like, yeah. And the teacher was like, let's go to the clinic. And she tried to get me to stand up, but I like couldn't because my knees were still shaking. She's like, okay, I'll call them. So the clinic, the lady comes and she has a wheelchair, and everyone is literally staring at me. And I'm standing up, my knees are still shaking. And the lady's like, hello. I'm like, hi. And I like get in the wheelchair and I go, and it was like so embarrassing. Okay, and then the third and final story, like I said, also includes passing out, and this was in 5th grade, and I was walking down the lunch line. On that particular day, for whatever reason, the principal was like standing in the lunch line, like talking to someone, and all I remember is walking to the line. Apparently, I went through the whole line and got my milk, I got my whatever kind of sandwich, and I was like at the checkout line when I passed out, but I didn't even remember like getting my food, so I just like, I don't remember it that well, honestly, but apparently I fell and the principal caught me and my lunch tray, and I don't remember it. I'm just glad I did not fall on the cafeteria floor and that he was standing there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!